Moran. Ignatius Zakka Iwas was the 122nd reigning Syriac Orthodox Patriarch of Antioch and all the East and, as such, supreme head of the Universal Syriac Orthodox Church. Also known by his traditional episcopal name, Severios, he was enthroned as Patriarch on 14 September 1980 in St. George's Patriarchal Cathedral in Damascus. He succeeded Ignatius Ya.III. As is traditional for the head of the church, Severios adopted the name Ignatius. Patriarch Zakka was known for his involvement in ecumenical dialogue. He was a president of the World Council of Churches and also a prolific author. He was an observer at Second Vatican Council before becoming Metropolitan Bishop of Mosul. At the time of his election as Patriarch, Severios Zakka was serving as the Archbishop of Baghdad and Basra. As Patriarch, he established a monastic seminary, met with Pope John Paul II during the Roman Pope's visit to Syria in 2001, and installed numerous metropolitans, including Basilios Thomasis Catholicos of India. He celebrated his Silver Jubilee in 2005. Iwas was admitted to a hospital in Germany for angioplasty on 20 February 2014 and died on 21 March 2014. Early life and studies. Sanharab Iwas was born on 21 April 1933 in Mosul, Iraq. His parents named him after Sennacherib, the legendary king of Assyria and father of Saint Behnam. He completed his elementary studies at the School of Our Lady's Parish and was transferred to St. Thomas Syriac Orthodox Church School, both in Mosul. In 1946, he began his theological studies in the city's Moran Seminary. At the seminary, his birth name was replaced by the name Zakka. In 1948, he was ordained as a deacon with the rank of reader. In the year 1953, he was promoted to the rank of subdeacon. The following year saw Iwas take monastic vows. He left Mosul at the time to become secretary to the Patriarchs Ignatius Ya from Iwas and then Ignatius Zakka III. In 1955 he was promoted to the rank of full deacon. On 17 November 1957, Patriarch Ya.III ordained Deacon Zakka a priest and, 2 years later, gave him the pectoral cross as Rabban. In 1960, he pursued further study in New York. There, he studied Oriental languages and completed a master's degree in English at the City University and a further master's in pastoral theology at the General Theological Seminary. Metropolitan Bishop. In 1962 and 1963, Rabban Zakka was delegated by the Patriarch as observer at Second Vatican Council. On 17 November 1963, he was consecrated Metropolitan Bishop by Patriarch Ujgub with the name Severios Zakka. The next year, during renovation work on the sanctuary wall of the Metropolitan Church in Mosul, what were reputed to be the remains of the Apostle Thomas were found. In 1969, Severios transferred to be Archbishop of Baghdad and Basra. 9 years later, he was given additional responsibility for the new Diocese of Australia. Patriarch of Syriac Orthodox Church. Following the death of Patriarch Ya.III on 25 June 1980, Severios Zakka was elected by the Synod of the Church to succeed him, the 122nd Syriac Patriarch of Antioch. He was enthroned as Patriarch on 14 September, the day of the Feast of the Cross, by Basilios Paulus II, Catholicos of the East, at St. George's Patriarchal Cathedral in Damascus, Syria. As is traditional for the head of the church, he adopted the name Ignatius at this time. Being the first patriarch to be named Zakka, his name is often written as Ignatius Zakka Iwas. His full titulary is Syriac. Transliteration: Kadasuta Ignatius Zakka Iwas Patriarch od Antiochia. English: His Holiness Ignatius Zakka Iwas, Patriarch of Antioch. Patriarch Zakka was involved in ecumenical dialogue and served as the president of the World Council of Churches. Due to his efforts, the Chalcedonian Schism is not seen to have great relevance anymore, and, from dialogue with the Roman Pope, a reconciling declaration emerged that stated, in part, Patriarch Zakka was a member of different Eastern and Western academies and authored a number of books on Christian education, theology, history, and culture in Syriac and the Arabic and English languages. He established a monastic seminary, the monastery of St. Ephrem the Syrian, at Moran, inaugurated on 14 September 1996. This monastery forms part of a larger project which will include different centers and facilities. During the visit of Pope John Paul II to Syria in 2001, the Pope paid a historic visit to Patriarch Zakka in Damascus. The meeting took place on 6 May in St.George's Patriarchal Cathedral at Bab-Tuma. The following year, Iwas installed More Dionysius Thomas, the president of the Episcopal Synod of Indian Church, as the Catholicos of India with the title More Basileos Thomasi. Celebrations were held for the Patriarch's Silver Jubilee on 14 September 2005. Pastoral visits. Patriarch Zakka made a number of pastoral visits outside Syria, mainly to India where the bulk of Syriac Orthodox Christians reside, and Europe, home of the growing Syriac Orthodox diaspora. His first pastoral visit to India was to Kerala from 3 February to 27 March 1982, during which he met with Indian officials and heads of various Indian churches. A second visit to India was in April 2000 to attend the Golden Jubilee of the Chief Metropolitan of the East, More Clemus Abraham. It lasted 3 days. The third visit to India came for the occasion of the 25th anniversary celebrations of the Patriarchal enthronement in September 2004. The third visit lasted 2 weeks. The fourth and last visit was in 2008 for the 80th birthday celebration of Catholicos More Basileos Thomasi, which also lasted 2 weeks. There, Patriarch Zakka was admitted to hospital in Kiel, Germany on 20 February 2014, where he died following a cardiac arrest on 21 March 2014. He was entombed at St. Peter's and St. Paul's Cathedral, Moran, Damascus on 28 March. On 29 May 2014, More Ignatius Abram II succeeded him as Patriarch.